All right, going live, and I'm live. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Harry's HIIT. We are upping our quality of our production today. So hopefully as the new year goes on, when I'm doing this class, and Thursdays I think are a better time. We'll see how many of you all show up on Thursday. Obviously we have times we can change this. It's a little bit flexible, but what I've been finding is that I've been having a climbing partner that can go out on Tuesday mornings, so I can't teach this class on Tuesdays mornings. So this is Harry's HIIT. This is a class designed for many of you that are at home to work out. And if you want to work out and you want to use basically minimal equipment, basically all I need you to actually have is a pull-up bar. So we're doing just a pull-up bar, and then everything else is body weight. And how that works is we have a warm-up sequence where we'll warm up every joint in your body. Then we'll do your exercise, and today's exercise HIIT is going to be a Tabata, a classic Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we have 8 rounds per exercise. And then we have our core routine, and then we finish off with our stretches. Very important that with your stretches or with your cool down that you stay until the end. If you're doing the exercise and you're getting all the way through, but then you don't finish with the cool down and you just bounce. I mean, I'm not here to police you because obviously this is a virtual class, so I can't tell you at home, but I can suggest to you it is a good idea for you to stay until the end to at least get the cool down in, and we finish off in Shavasana. I hope you guys will enjoy this class. I'm looking forward to teaching it as we keep getting this class a little bit more refined. What's going to end up happening is I'm going to throw a lot more pulling and rock climbing moves in there that I know a lot of general public cannot do. If you find yourself not able to do any of the exercises, but you still want to follow along, you can just skip any of the pull exercises, which will give you an extra rest. And for this one, our pull exercise is at the second to last round. So I think it'll be fine for you guys, right? All right, let's start today off right with our mobility, okay? First, we're gonna roll our neck out. Just get that neck nice and rolled out. Change directions. As you roll your neck out, what you want to do is go into it. If you have any pain, stop and work around that pain. So if I had a little pain right here in my neck, I would basically stop right where I had pain and then go the other direction. Right when I have pain and then go the other direction. Hopefully you don't have any pain. Shoulders up, and we're going to roll those shoulders back. Big circles here. Shoulder rolls are a really good one. We're going to do 2 different kinds of shoulder rolls today. This is such a good one for us because we need to be able to control our shoulders. Change directions. And if you're sitting at a desk, what ends up happening is your shoulders, if you notice, as you start getting tenser throughout the day, your shoulders start coming up. See if you can control that and drop them down. Now, before we go into any of our other ones, I want you to drop down to the ground, and I want you to do your shoulder rolls here. See how having your hands on the ground, make it a little different. Really difficult. And I'm actually having a really hard time not bending my elbows. Just keeping my elbows straight. That's okay. Change the direction. That feel weird? Hopefully that felt weird. Felt a little weird, but also felt good. Get that shoulder going. We're gonna reach our arms up to the sky. Reach, 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 and bring it back around. Big circles right here. Five, and then we change directions. One arm at a time. Reach one arm, reach it up to the sky, and then rotate back around and all the way around through. This is one of my favorite and also least favorite stretches or warm-ups because my shoulder always ends up being crunchy. The key is to get all the way up to your ear, then rotate back and bring it back around. And last one. Change directions. Bring it back around. Keep that elbow straight. And change arms. Reach up to the sky and reach back around. Part of what's inspiring me to continue my workouts and make sure that my workouts are good is that I have a climbing goal that I want to do, which is to climb 514A, which is this year. I'd like to climb 514A. The hardest thing I've ever climbed is the 13C. For those of you that are rock climbers out there, 14 is like one of those magic numbers that a lot of us try to attain, but not many of us. There might be about 1,000 people in the world that can. I'm going to go one swing on the inside and one swing on the outside. So with the lockdown this year, one of the things I noticed, change directions, is that this class was the main thing that was keeping me in shape. I didn't lose a lot of my rock climbing ability because I was doing and teaching this class. So we're going to try to do the same thing again and teach this class once a week now because I'm trying to climb more too and keep everybody in shape while showing you all some cool new moves. Okay, our elbows. You want to keep your palms facing up and you want to do circles right here. Woo! There's a pop. Yep. Good morning, body. And if you're doing this at home and you're like, oh, I can't do the whole thing. This warm-up routine is probably one of the most important warm-up routines that you can do. I do this warm-up routine every single morning. It just gets your body flowing. And at the very least, you can get your body flowing every morning. Rewatch this workout and just watch the beginning. Totally can. Please help me increase my screen time because that's the main reason why I don't have monetization on my site. Change it and down. Now reach with your wrists. So what the tendency is to do this up, down, like no. Reach with the wrist, reach with the wrist, reach with the wrist, and reach with the wrist. Up with the wrist and down with the wrist. Now let's go with the circle. Woo! Change directions. Nice. Shake it out. Let's do our finger circles. Finger circles are one of my favorites. I find myself having a little bit of a hard time when I get to my pinky. So you notice that your circles on your thumbs will be really nice. Then once you get to your index finger, you're like, yeah, pretty good. I'm good with that. And then you get to your middle finger, you're like, all right, sweet. Once you hit your ring finger, all the other fingers try to move. And what you're trying to do is isolate it so that not every single finger wants to move. Oh, you know what? I forgot the music. I think it's plugged in, but it's in the wrong. Can you bring it to me? It's in plugged in the office. Thank you. Now come back down on that ring finger, and then down to the middle finger, and then that index finger, and your thumb. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Pardon me while I put on some tunes, guys. Shake out your hands. We're going to do what I call jellyfish. Jellyfish is when you go here and you extend out. Big circles. Yeah? When you're doing these big circles, you want to make sure it's like a jellyfish. Yeah? You want to make sure you extend, really extend, and then do the opposite, which I call squid. We're you're contracting those fingers. Each individual digit contract. Each individual digit contract. Shake out your hand. Okay. Now we're going to round our thoracic spine. Our thoracic spine is where our heart is. We're going to round the thoracic spine as if someone punched us in our chest. Then reach your arm out in front of you. Really reach. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Push your shoulders out. And then grab back behind you and reach up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Pull, pull, pull. And then alternate. So the first one, you're going to go nice and slow because you want to wake up the body for that range. And then as you do these, you can go a little bit faster each one of these. Oh, yeah. Good morning. All right. Now that you're done with that, we're going to do our warm-up of our low body. Just give us a little circle right here. How's that low back? Give it a little circle. Lock those hips. Just warm up that low back and that spine. Now we're going to go and make our big circle. So touch your elbows, reach back around. Ooh, juicy. Feel those hips being juicy. That's it. Nice. Open up those hips. Really open up those hips as you come all the way back around. Oh, yeah. How's your low back? Does your low back say, ah, this morning? Don't go too far back if it does. Change direction. If you feel like you got some range, give it that big movement right there. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we're going to do our little Elvis Presley hip move right here. Our little circle. Dance it out. Dance it out. This is when you hallelujah. Yeah, you can be silly about it. It's totally fine. Getting those hips nice and warm. Okay. Front to back leg swings. We're going to kick our foot forward and then kick our foot back. This is from my Kung Fu days. You know, they make you do this one. We're not going to do that one. That is a good one, though. Side to side. In Kung Fu, they would make me do, they would do these as well. You'd have these kicks where you try, that one was not good. Front to back. You have these kicks, especially with my left side. Front to back kick. In Kung Fu, they make you kick, just do straight kick right in front of your face, and then straight side kick. And then you have your fan kick, which is the one I did, which is one of my favorite kicks. It looks so pretty. And then we'll go side to side. Reach to the side, open up those hips. Woo! How are those hips going? Feeling it? Oh, yeah. Felt my glute on that one. My hamstring insertion. I pulled it a little bit ago. Sorry. Don't mind me as I grab my own butt. Okay. Knee circles. Get those knee circles. Really, when you're doing your knee circles, this is like the old man in the park or the old lady in the park. They love doing this one. It does have a purpose. Just getting that knee ready for what's about to happen. We can do these knee circles this way too. And change directions. Just 5 quick knee circles, running. Our warm-up sequence is taking a bit of time. And then we want to do our ankle rolls. Ankle rolls, big circles. Your ankles need love, man. I cannot tell you how often your ankles need love, and yet people just don't give their ankles love. Change directions if you haven't already.
How often do they need love?
Your ankles need love daily. Give your ankles daily love. Your ankles need love too. Ooh! If you can hear that crack, change directions. All right. Now what I like to do is go to the tops of the feet and roll the top of my foot. If you're my friend Zach, he can actually stand on his feet like this. Gross. But amazing. Change direction, or change feet rather. And then after this, we're going to do our 4-corner drill. This is our balance drill, and it's a drill that basically gets us the ability to do a single leg movement. So what I want you to do is hold your leg out in front of you. You can either kick your leg out in front of you and hold, or grab your foot and kick your foot out. Just like that. 10 seconds right here. 3, 2, 1, and to the side. And out. Oof, feeling that one. There we go. And back behind you. We're going to go into our dancer pose. This one everybody can do. Grab your foot, go back, kick it out back in front of you, and reach that arm out in front of you like so. Breathe into this right here. Allow your body to relax into that. Balance. And then come back around, and we're going to go either into a tree pose. If you're at home and you don't want to, you want like, oh, tree pose. Okay, I'll do that one. Or you can go into a half lotus. And then if you're in the half lotus, grab it with your opposite hand that you were just grabbing it by, and then see if you can grab your elbow. And breathe. Hold right here. See how that feels. How's that? Are you able to breathe in and out? Okay, unwind yourself, and we'll go to the left side. Kick that leg out. Kick, 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 kick. Breathe. And to the side. And again, if you can't grab your foot, you can totally just hold your foot. That's totally fine. Hold your foot out to the side. That's totally cool. And then go back behind you, grab, and reach that foot out for the dancer. Every single person can do all of our warm-up routine. Obviously, if you're having a hard time standing, this is a little bit more difficult of an exercise. But general public should be able to do all of the warm-up routine. And then bring it back around. And we got our tree pose above or below the knee, or our half lotus. Hopefully you like the half lotus. Grab that elbow back behind you. Breathe. And hopefully you should feel a lot more balance. Your body should feel a lot more loose. You should be ready for an actual workout. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to show you the exercise you're going to do. There's only one exercise that you're going to do, and you're going to repeat, or actually, let me put it back. Most of these are 2 exercises that we alternate, right? So your first exercise, surprise, surprise, is a burpee. Now, how I do burpees, you don't need to jump and you don't need to push. It's really all about coming up and down. So we're going to squat all the way down, put your hands down onto the ground, come right into our plank position, then we're going to come right into our squat and then stand up. For those people with a heart condition, if you can't come up and down, literally just stay in this realm right here. Come here and back. Here and back. That's totally fine. Also, if you need to, you can go and do a modified burpee, which is to go out. All are totally fine, okay? The key is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You want to keep the same pace. So if you do 6 burpees in your first round, try to do 6 burpees on your second round, okay? Exercise number 2 that we are going to alternate the burpee with is our lunge switch. So you're basically gonna come into a push-up position. We're gonna lunge and up. I'm gonna come here, and I'll actually add, for those of you that want this a little harder like me, I wanna come down into a frog, come up, lunge. Frog, come up, lunge. And if all you want to do is just go switching those legs, that's totally fine too. So we're going to alternate those 2. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, switch exercises. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, switch exercises. Y'all ready? This is going to be 8 rounds, 8 cycles of that total. So it's really 4 per exercise. Okay, hold on. I've realized that my low power mode is on, so this is why the music has stopped. Yeah. Actually, I got this one. All right, we're gonna start our exercises. On round 2, I will be trying to give you the instruction in a 1 minute rest time. So hopefully you'll be able to be alert for that round, okay? All right, so burpees first. This is your timer. Sorry, it's not the cleanest thing in the world, but you should be able to see it. And finally, because I have my screen over here, I can see the timer here and here. All right, here you go, burpees. Squat, making sure the softer you do these, the better. That's gonna be when you activate and use your core more. Really try to get that squat nice and deep as well. And time. You get a 10-second rest. Shake it out. Totally cool. Get that. And we're gonna go one leg at a time. So our frog, come up. Our frog, come up. All right, that wasn't so bad, right? Hopefully not. And burpees. How many did you do last time? Try to do that same amount. We're all only competing with ourselves. Here we go. Frog. Compete with yourself. How many did you do the first round? See if you can match that or do one more. The worst thing that you can do is gas out on the first round. Actually, truly the worst thing you can do is do this with bad form. But that's a part of gassing out too, is poor form. Burpees. Squat, pop back, pop forward. Remember, the lighter your feet are, the more core activation you're gonna get. All right, looking good. I think this is the last round. Oh wait, we have frog. Frog second to last round. Burpees, we have one more round. Or lunge rather, not frog. All right. Burpees. Shake it out. Squat, drop it down. Whew. One more. One more. Here we go. Then you get a real rest. I don't really, but you do. Driving it through. Always remember, keep that up with good form. Whew. One down. Not too bad, right? So, for round 2, what you want to do, we want to do our side lunge to our side knee touch. So we're going to go side lunge and then up, touch, side lunge. Right side, 20 seconds, left side, 20 seconds. So we're just trying to go into that lunge. Really want to make sure you get that nice deep lunge. Pop it up, drive that elbow into that knee and back through. If you don't want to do the knee touch, you don't have to. It is a little bit harder. You can just go here and up, here and up for the easier version. Right side 20 seconds, left side 20 seconds. Alternating those two sides. Here we go. Feeling good. Hopefully you guys are liking the lens. Hopefully it's clear. Hopefully my audio is more clear than before. Here we go. Side lunge. Really drive through that heel, both heels, and not so much your toes. Not to say you need to lift your toes up on this one, but I really want you to focus on pushing and driving through your heel. Switch sides. Okay, now we're gonna go to this side. Why did I wear sweats today? I don't know. Don't interlace your fingers if your hands are on top of your head. No, no. I don't want you to hurt your neck. Okay, right side, here we go. Good work, shake it out. Getting ready, we got our left side coming. Shake it out, shake out those legs. How's that booty? How's that booty? Booty, booty, booty. Right side again. Last one each side. Really driving through. Time, switching sides. Let's get that left side going. How's your body? How you feeling? And go. Say again. Whoo, my glutes are feeling it. I will say, hiking and getting the approach of a vertical hill is a lot easier these days, mainly because I'm doing these. How's that butt? Get that butt. Booty. All right. So, exercise round 3. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Oh, I counted wrong. Here we go. That's my fault. We'll keep going. Right side. My bad. Sorry, I'm looking at this thing backwards on the screen over here. So here we go. Left side. I wanted that to be over, clearly. Hopefully you don't feel the same. And time. Woo! Get that butt going. That's what I like to see. Get that butt going. All right. Now you can take a rest. So, for round 3, we have our seal jack and our rocker push. Pretty plain and simple. We've done these in the past. If you haven't done these, I'll just explain them. Seal jack, you can actually just do a regular jumping jack, but seal jack is arms out in front of you. It's like a seal. Yeah? So we're going to do this. 20 seconds, getting that heart rate up. Then we're gonna come down onto the ground and do a rocker push-up. There are 3 levels for the rocker push-up. Option 1 is to keep your knees on the ground. We're gonna come into our child's pose, rock forward, and press through and up. Totally fine to come down onto your knees at any point in time. Making sure those elbows are hugging towards those ribs and that shoulder is rolled back, okay? Option 2 is to come off the ground into a push. And only do that if you feel strong enough to do it. Option 3 is to frog off the ground and forward. Here we go, seal jack, go. It took too long explaining it to you guys. Too many options. Not a lot of people are gonna do option 3, so I'm not too worried. Get that seal jack. Gotta tie my pants and time. Get down to the ground. We're gonna get that rocker push ready. And go. If you wanna make this harder, you can always push closer towards your belly button too. So if you're kind of in between the knees on the ground or knees off the ground, try to do your push closer to your belly button, if that made any sense. All right, guys, here we go. Doing good. Like what I'm seeing here. Seal jack. Hey, YMCA. Okay. That's what this movement reminds me of, right? Rocker push. Here we go. In time. Woo! That was 2. Halfway. Here we go. And go. Getting that fitness. Keeping it up. So I like to see you guys. Keep it up. And time. Rocker push, here we go. Those of you that have been doing this for a while, send me a photo of your results. Push. Really focus. We're on round 3. So don't let that form drop down. And time. Here we go. That's it. Keep that heart rate up. Woo! It's a fun last round. Here we go. Rocker push. Spread those fingers open. For those of you who have done a lot of these push-ups, you should feel a good difference. I mean, I feel a huge difference in my pushes from the beginning of the year till now. And time. As the Chinese would say, 好棒. Okay. Hopefully my mic's not popping. It's right here, taped to me. But as I start to sweat, I started to realize that this tape is slowly starting to come out. Okay. Exercise number 4, we have our mountain climber with our hang variation. So mountain climber is pretty plain and simple. Touch, touch, crossing, really get that oblique as you rotate. 20 seconds on. Your other 20 seconds is to hold in a hang, pack your shoulders. If all you do is hold in your in the hang, pack your shoulders, meaning drop your shoulder blades down as you do this. Yeah? So we really want to make sure our shoulder blades come packed down when we're doing our hang. If you want to, I'm going to do varieties with the pull, okay? Mountain climber, go. Really feel your obliques. Get that full rotation each time you do this. Don't just aim for your knee to going to the most closest point of your elbow. Try to go to the outside of your elbow to really get those obliques for this one. For our first hang, we're just gonna hang with our shoulders packed. And pack your shoulders in, breathe. So making sure that you're not hanging down here like this, you're pulling up and giving yourself that pack. And time. Not so bad. 20-second hang is pretty easy. Round 2, we're going to hold at the top. Here we go. Mountain climber. Remember to go on the outside of your elbow as much as you can, getting that oblique. The more you crunch in, the more oblique you get. This is core, but it's also meant to raise your heart rate so you can go a little faster. And time. Okay. Obviously, you can always just be at the bottom in the shoulder pack. Just always remember that. I'm going to try to go up to the top and hold right up here. Oh, that felt good. Okay, back to those mountain climbers. Crossing through. Really make sure you get those obliques. Drive it through. Okay, for this round, I'm going to do jumping pull-ups or just pull-ups. 20 seconds. Whew. Way to go. That's what I like to see. All right. Mountain climbers, I think this is the last one. Driving through. How? And just hang on this one. You deserve it. See if you can slow down your breath. Okay, we got one more round. I know how much y'all really wanted one more round.
5?
This is 5.
I thought you said 4.
No, 5.
Ah.
I didn't say actually. Okay, so round 5, we have our high knees. We're just coming up, just right here, getting that heart rate up. And exercise number 2 is to step and kick. Take your time, really wanting to make sure that you step, kick, come back to plank, step, kick, come back to plank. Okay? You don't have to go that fast. I just did that because I have some energy. So high knees first and step kicks. Here we go, high knees. Dropping it down, step and kick. You don't have to do these fast, but I'm going to. Really make sure you're pushing through that hand all the way. And time. High knees. Keep it up, guys. We're doing good. That's what I like to see. Bring those knees up. Breathe. This is to get your heart rate up and keep it up. And time. Dropping it down. Step kicks. Feeling it. High knees. Last ones. 2 more each exercise. Oh yeah, tape is definitely falling. Sorry if the mic is rubbing a little funky. After the pandemic, you guys are gonna be ready to break dance. High knees. Time. Whew. Here we go. Last one. Oh. High five. Good job, guys. That was not easy. I was a little mean making the program. Now, we're gonna go down to the ground for our core exercises. So, for our core exercises, we're just gonna do 2 because we're running low on time because I'm blabbing my mouth too much, but also because I kind of did one with the mountain climbers, right? We're gonna just do a rocker, crunch, shooting your knees up to the sky, and then grabbing your knees. The key here is make sure that you don't shoot your toes up to the sky. The tendency is to go toes to the sky like this. No. Go knees up and then grab. We're not gonna.
Exercise. Workout reset.
We're gonna actually do 30 seconds, so I have to change that. So we're gonna do that. And so after your rocker, I wanna actually come onto the side plank, and we're gonna go side plank. So it's 2.5 exercises. So 30 seconds here, and then 30 seconds on the other side. Actually, let's do this. Let's go 30 seconds on the side plank on one side, and then let's do a rocker. Yeah, that was a half-ass rocker. And then 30 seconds plank on the other side. And we're only gonna do 2 rounds. Okay, here we go.
Starting your top-it-on workout. Get ready.
Side plank, left side or right side, whichever one's good for you. Press through. Just remember which side you were on, because you're gonna go right back into that. Really press through, reach into the sky, and breathe. Get that side plank. If you want to lift your foot up, you can lift your foot up. Feel where your body is. Are you rotating? Are you keeping it straight? Is your knees buckling? And bring it down. Rocker crunch. So, coming all the way back. Here we go. Up to the sky, grab your knees. Up to the sky, grab your knees. Here we go. To the side. Getting ready. 3, 2, and up.
Exercise.
Three. One more round. Take a 30-second rest right now. Hopefully that felt good. I might have said 2 exercises and you got 2.5, but I only gave you 2 rounds, so be happy. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Okay, so on this last round, really punch it on the rocker crunches. Try to get as many in as you can. Careful with the thud, which happens when you roll back. You do that kind of thing. Really round your back, low back as you come up. Side plank in 3, not yet. Side plank coming up in 3, 2, and up. Better on my left side than I am on my right. Okay, rocker coming back at you. Here we go. Last one. Side plank. This is it. Good work, guys. Breathe into it. Really focus right here. Try to drive through your whole hand. My hand likes to come up and I try to push it down. Good work. All right. Okay, so we have our stretches now. Let me turn off
Workout reset.
our timer here. Tina the timer. I mean, one of my aunts is named Tina, who's quite not. It's the aunt that doesn't really like me, so we can call her Tina, because no one really likes the timer. Press that back foot back. Press into that lunge. The tendency here is to let that knee drag down, right? Push that knee up and push that heel out. And then breathe right in here. And see if you can push this hip forward and the knee forward as well when you're doing this. Breathe. Nice yoga breaths. And then bring that back knee down, flip that back foot, and now let's straighten out that front foot. Pull that toe back first so that you can grab your toe if you want. Get that toe nice and back so that you get that nice hamstring stretch. You should feel it a little bit more in the back, closer towards your butt when you're doing it with your toes pulled back. Now when you point your toe, you should feel it a little bit more behind, like towards your knee more. That's where you're gonna get it there. And my back is not straight. It's not to say that yours, if you can straighten your back, straighten it as much as possible. This is as much as possible as me, because when I was 15, I was a dumb kid and said, I don't need a stretch. And I lost all my flexibility. So, drive forward, grab that back foot, really push through that back foot. And see how I've grabbed my foot right here? You can always do a standing quad stretch, by the way, for those of you that want to do a standing quad stretch and can't, this is not available to you. Push forward, and I'm actually literally driving my hips forward as I pull this quad. You can always lean your hand down, or if you feel inspired, you can grab and lean forward. Holy crap. And drive through, switch sides. Ooh, I'm getting a puddle over here. Press through that back foot, open up those hips. Very nice. Open up those hips. Driving through, open, breathe. Really press through that back heel, open it up. How's your hips feeling? Very nice, feeling juicy. Bring that back knee down, pull that toe towards that shin, open up. You'll feel a little bit in your back of your knees, but as you pull your toe towards you more, you should be able to get it up a little bit more. And then when you flex your toe, it's going to go more behind the knees. Flex your toe, breathe. You drive through, grab that back foot. Really, when you're grabbing that back foot, try to really pull and grab. Breathe into it. Good work, guys. Almost there. Really important that we stretch. Make sure that we get our stretches in. And let's go into our pigeon pose. Really getting that hip again. Breathe into it. Ooh. Pull with that back foot. So what ends up happening when you're doing pigeon, you have your back foot, that toe can kind of, you see, kind of pulls you down, and this leg pushes this way. And then we're going to do our switch. You can either switch with me or you can just switch however you want to switch. I'm going to bring my right foot up to my knee, drop that down, and bring it back. That is the Krav Maga switch. For those of you that follow UFC and Ultimate Fighting, that is that style of switch. Pull with that back foot. Whew, my right side is definitely tighter, which means that I have the tendency to try to make this shorter, but really the tighter side is the side that you need to spend the longer time on. Couple more seconds. And unwind, and let's go into our child's pose. Really reaching our arms out in front of us. Get that shoulder blade. Yes, get those lats. Pressing through and breathe. As you push through the heels of your hand, reach your arms out in front of you. You should feel your shoulder slowly loosen. Now let's take our left arm out, reach it to the sky, and cross through. As we cross through, really push. Try to get between those shoulder blades again. How? And some of you are flexible enough that you can bring your foot up too. That's totally fine too. Try to really get between your shoulder blades with this one. And the putting the foot up actually really just tries to help that rotation more, right? You're trying to touch your foot with this hand, and you're just trying to reach and push. It's because you were trying to rotate between the shoulder blades. Then we're going to rotate, and let's go to the other side, shall we? Really push. You want to grab that foot up. Oh yeah. Feeling that one. Oh. Let's unwind ourselves. Let's do our chest stretch. Rotate. We're doing our scorpion. Oh. Pressing it through. You notice I'm not touching the ground when I'm doing the scorpion. I'm really just trying to reach, take the top arm, pressing through, getting that chest stretch. And switch sides. Making sure we get that reach, reach, reach. Open up that chest. Oh yeah. Chest needs some love today. Oh, feeling that. Okay. Let's grab our knees. Last thing we're gonna do is grab our knees and rotate to the other side. Going a couple minutes over today, my apologies. Blab my mouth too much at the beginning. switch sides. Let's grab our knees, give a couple circles. If you want to go to happy baby, this is the time to do your happy baby. Get those hamstrings stretched out, get that low back relaxed. And then let's take 10 deep breaths on our back with our palms up to the sky. First, let's tense our body. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your hands, squeeze your feet, point your toes, squeeze your face, and then relax. Take one more deep breath. Inflate your lungs all the way up and exhale all the way out. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. So important for us to come back to our parasympathetic side after we've worked ourselves out. That's what the Shavasana is about. That's what the corpse pose is about. It's really to make sure that you get yourself reset so that you're not like tense and stressing out. Thanks for joining class, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be continuing class in this format. Thursdays at 9 a.m. Next Thursday, I believe, is Christmas Eve. Maybe I'll put a Santa Claus hat on to be festive. I will see you guys next Thursday, 9 a.m. We're going to work off and get ready for that meal.